Facts, R&B God.
Race or sexual orientation or sexuality or gender, I get that. But in this case, Aaron Rodgers is unforgivably obtuse. He is incapable of understanding his own white privilege, and he needs to be taken to school 101. Going back onto the field after disobeying the fundamental precepts of the NFL at this point, and then, our man Colin Kaepernick can't even get a shot, can't even get a ball in the air, can't even get a tryout. And Aaron Rodgers continues to do what he does. Just on a matter of principle, it's highly problematic.
Well, you and I are in accordance with this because a lot of the words you use to describe him, I've been using words to describe Aaron Rodgers for like the last 5 or 6 years. The problem that I had a lot of problems with, the main one, was the misquoting of Dr. King for him to equate him not wearing a mask, him violating the mask ordinance in his own building is the equivalent of what Dr. King was fighting for.
Aaron the Redneck Rodgers, I'm listening to.
That Aaron Rodgers would be assassinated, which Dr. King lost his life. That Aaron Rodgers would be stabbed, which Dr. King was. No chance that the dogs and fire hoses would be sent on Aaron Rodgers. He has not, and it will not. For him to equate you wearing a mask because you're unvaccinated, and you led people to be to think you weren't vaccinated.
The people with the guns are the unvaccinated ones. Can we agree that the people using guns are the unvaccinated ones? It's no people wearing masks and vaccinated shooting unvaccinated people.
No, not at all.
And he's
not at all. Look, let me pick that baton up very quickly. Not only did Dr. King not do that, Dr. King said, I'm willing to pay the price for the rule breaking that I'm willing to do to challenge American society to be better. I'm willing to go to jail because I believe my cause is above the law that dictates my limited mobility in this country. So to use Dr. King, and I can feel Dr. King coming into me now. What is he saying? Now, Aaron, you have abused my words. You've got to pay. I had a dream. You've got a scheme that is not going to bingo. So the thing is that it's manipulative, it's deceitful, it's disingenuous, and any other.
Aaron Rodgers ain't getting suspended. He white.
To believe that you had done what you claimed you did.
NFL ain't gonna suspend him.
I'm not gonna judge other guys. Oh, you better put yourself into that guy's network. And again, Aaron Rodgers. And let me be sharper here. I didn't notice Aaron Rodgers raising his voice when it came to Black Lives Matter.
Nope.
I don't recall Aaron Rodgers standing up strong and tall and saying that Devontae Adams is a man who receives my pigskin. Can he receive my empathy as a leader of the National Football League? I didn't see Aaron Rodgers standing up quoting Martin Luther King Jr. when it might have made a difference. When you wanted to stand against white supremacy, social injustice, and inequality,
with Colin Kaepernick,
the light from the limbs of black people. Now to belatedly cite Martin Luther King Jr. is one of the wackest moves I've seen in a long time. A professional athlete of his caliber.
Preach, doctor, preach. And by the way, for the record, Dr. King's quotes came from his letter from a Birmingham jail. From a Birmingham jail. This was 1963 Jim Crow South.
Right.
And he was talking about there are two types of law, just and unjust, in the Jim Crow South.
Right.
Even before your time.
It was before my time.
And how dare him? How can you reach for that? To try to justify what you're doing about vaccination or unvaccinated?
Aaron made that comment on a Zoom call from his home.
He did.
What Kareem say?
Right. And Dr. King did not have a man bun, as far as I remember, on that day.
Sure, Rodgers. And he took a shot at Kyrie. Skip, if you remember Dr. King, I don't know if you Dr. King, Dr. Dyson, I don't know if you remember. He said, I'm not anti-vax or some
flat earther.
No, it said flat earth.
Flat earth.
That was the shot.
That was the shot at Kyrie. Right. That's exactly what you are. Because you're taking a drug that was meant for livestock and parasites or human parasitic infections, not viral infections. But as you said, Dr. King, I keep on Dr. Dyson, he always thinks, he's always thought he's the smartest guy in the room. And it is beneath you to question him. He's always very condescending. He's always very dismissive. And that's what I can't deny his talent. I can't deny his ability. But that's what has always rubbed me, and Skip can vouch to this. I've said these are things that rub me the wrong way about him, is that his dismissiveness, his flippantness, his condescending, his deceitful. And for me, he can miss me with all this stuff, and then I got a body autonomy just for one time. Can you think about someone other than Aaron Rodgers? I know you've never done that in your life, but this is the one time that you really should think about someone other than you.
That's a great point. It's malignant narcissism and body autonomy. Again, you're talking to a man whose autonomy was limited in a jail cell, as Skip brilliantly pointed out. He is in the Birmingham jail cell writing against 8 clergymen who have remonstrated against him, who have reprimanded him for being too progressive and going
Smash the light.
and wanting him to slow down. And as a result
I got
of that, he wrote
12 motherfucker white Latinos in here who not gonna like what I'm about to say in a little bit. So if you're not a white Latino, if you got a fro like my son on one side and your head done on the other,
what's going on with the mask mandate, with what's going on
if you like that, smash the light.
With what we were dealing with in terms of body autonomy, swinging from a tree, being beat by a club, having police dogs rip at our flesh, having our bodies, not our own, being raped.
Body autonomy. Being snatched out of the car by a racist redneck ass cop and thrown to the ground. I don't got body autonomy. Right now, if police want to do something and stop our black ass, I don't see Aaron Rodgers out there talking about that.
So-called open-minded, free-thinking human being who's white, who really is reinforcing the very presuppositions of a kind of privilege that his skin provides him, that he is so unconscious of that he's stuck in it in a way that is deeply problematic. Ain't no vaccination for that, except
smash the motherfucking light, nigga. Only we got those, and the Latinos will call them Waves. To my Latino folks, they have Waves.
I read a quote from a GM last night saying that this reference to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. is so controversial that it could affect whether
that's Michael Eric Dyson.
It might make him serve out the rest of his quote-unquote sentence in Green Bay, because it will make him virtually untradeable because of the controversy that just got detailed on this show.
Wow, that's interesting. I would love to see that if that really happened, but I think Aaron Rodgers' skill set and the obliviousness of the people who are there is going to provide him some opportunity far beyond Green Bay. But I think it will change the cast and character of his perception. And if you're going to be that smarmy and self-righteous and you can't even follow the rules, even the greatest Tom Brady is willing to follow rules and do things, you got to really have a second coming. And I think maybe he might be stuck there with Devontae Adams for longer than he thinks.
Humility is not one of Aaron Rodgers' strong suits. The one thing you can't say about Tom Brady, he is humble enough to know what he doesn't know. And I'm not sure that would have worked with him, Aaron Rodgers and Coach Belichick in New England, because he just thought he was the smartest guy in the room. It didn't ever work.
That's right.
Boy,
Tom Brady's the GOAT. Get it right.
There you go. That's a good way to end this. You said that Tom Brady's a goat. You heard that? You heard that? Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, Cap was trying to save people and got kicked out the league. Aaron Rodgers is gonna kill motherfuckers, and white folks gonna love him. You still want to watch the NFL for real, for real? Lakers struggled with Charlotte, but we won. Carmelo got hot in the first quarter. Look, it was like the time machine. Carmelo, DeAndre Jordan was scoring. I said, what is this, a time machine? I said, go ahead. Hey, Russ played great when he was passing. That nigga was missing I said, oh, that's all. Going. going. Hey, it's a tough win. Yep, Rondo had to come and sit your ass down. A nigga we know go. It's nice you making them layups, but look, and who don't know when we do the pick and roll? I saw that shit. I said, this shit Gary be predictable. The only thing he can do is throw a lob on the pick and roll. He can't make the layup no more. Niggas out here dying. Oh, man, that shit. I just went to sleep. I smoked myself to sleep. I said, man, I just wake up. I hope we win. Anyway, let me get on something real quick before we get on my main topic. This got something to do with our main topic. It's a lot of you ass niggas out here running around with your sombrero on, talk about how great Canelo is. I'm sick of you niggas. You niggas are some dick riders. That's all you ass niggas out here. You pinata ass niggas. Oh, Canelo was great. I just don't see nobody beating him. That's what Mexicans say, DSA one. You ain't never heard of Hispanic? That's the white man's version of woo! Woo! It's the same thing. A nigga might get lynched. You hear either one of them. So now, like I was saying, so Canelo beat Caleb Plant. And congratulations, he beat him. But from the LDBC, except for my man Mac, because Mac was like, I just can't pick no white guy. Yeah, Caleb Plant, niggas was saying all types of shit to me, because I remember my brother Grant said, you can't forget Caleb Plant got a black wife. I said, well, I don't condone that. I'm not going to give his wife props for swirling. No. Don't give me a reason to dislike him more than I already did. Now, let me tell you something. All you white folk running around Mexico talking about, yeah, you see it now. No black, let me say something on behalf of everybody in the LDBC that picked Canelo or picked Caleb Plant to win. No black person in their right mind was saying, oh yeah, Canelo beating all these British white boys, but he can't beat this white boy. No nigga was saying that. If you really look at the scheme of things, all Canelo did was beat up a bunch of white boys. He beat Rocky Fielding, British white boy. Two more British white boys, I can't even remember their names. Then he come beat up a white man here, and niggas talking about that. They don't think that Floyd could have beat Canelo now. Why not? He beat up 7 white guys. That is it. What Hall of Fame fighter did Canelo beat during this whole? Name me the Hall of Fame fighter Canelo beat during this whole thing. After Triple G, name me the Hall of Fame fighter. Nah, I'm not taking that vaccine, that Yildrim shit you talk about. Name me. None. Okay. Now let's go to Errol Spence. Has Errol Spence beaten Hall of Fame fighters? Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, well, yeah, I bet you know Mikey Garcia White, Robert Garcia White, but we gonna talk about that later. You ain't that late. Hold on, Justin. We gonna get in. I want y'all to think about that. All these black fighters that has Jamel Charlo. Now Andrade, Jamel Charlo, and all of them basically is fought. They say they ain't fought no Hall of Fame fighters. Well, neither has Canelo. So when people keep talking about, well, who he fought, the same type of bums that Canelo fought. Same bums. Only difference is they and Canelo avoiding them. Brandon McCants, I ain't say Terrence Crawford for a reason, because I don't think he beat a Hall of Fame fighter yet. I don't think, in my opinion, he hasn't fought a Hall of Fame fighter yet. Gamboa is a very good fighter. But if he goes in the Hall of Fame, it's going to be at a real light weight that Terrence Crawford had no, where it looked like Terrence Crawford had no business fighting him. So if Terrence Crawford became a borderline Hall of Famer, which would be Yuri Orkis Gamboa, it's because Gamboa started at a small weight and went up. But still, I don't think he's a Hall of Fame fighter. Yeah, exactly. No, I feel you. I feel you, Brandon. But what I'm talking about Canelo right now. We ain't talking about nothing but Canelo. We talk about how niggas have turned Canelo to this invincible force. They done turned Canelo to this invincible force that no one can beat. But if you fight no one, that's why no one beat you. I'm just saying. You niggas need to pump the brakes with Canelo so great. He ain't fighting nobody. He the only Mexican that ain't fighting Mexicans. Keep it 100. Keep it 100. He the only Mexican not fighting Mexicans. Mexicans always fight Mexicans. You can turn on your TV now, as 2 Mexicans boxing. Mexicans is always boxing. I give them that. They'll get 2 Mexicans out the motherfucking bar. Hey, we will brawl over the cerveza. And they'll just get that just headbutting fist. No weaving, no nothing. Just just that old wild shit. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That old wild ass shit. Headbutting fist. Just. Fuck you, man, stop. You know that's what they do. You know that's the Mexican style. You know, our style is pretty. Nigga, what? What? Faint on your ass. Fight, bat, bat, bat. Their style. That's their style. That shit. Fuck out of here. They get in with one eye, man. They be doing that old wild shit, be missing. We be. That nigga just be throwing. Just, that nigga. Bill. Fight over shit. Nigga. What? You saw it, Jabari, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, we saw it.
Hey. Dude was throwing all that old wild ass shit, dude. Bip. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. That old wild ass shit. Then he won't fight Benavidez. Cause he know Benavidez gonna chop his ass down. Right, CK. That's why he won't never fight them. With his sucker ass. Y'all niggas need to calm down. Stop riding burritos. Anyway. A lot of you niggas is cilantro cooning, and I just had to call you out. So Mikey Garcia got into a little Twitter back and forth with Earl Spence and sent a doctor's note from 2 years. Who the fuck keeps doctor's notes for 2 to 3 years? Anyway, to tell Earl Spence, I was sick that day you beat the shit out of me. That's why, so he was beating the snot out of Mikey that day. Motherfucker, you should thank him. All them jabs and straight right hands you was eating. Nigga, he cleared your sinuses. You ain't need no clarity. You would catch a knee jump. Thank you. Breath of fresh air out that motherfucker. He was giving you some of that night quill. Oh, he's like, fresh air. Earl was looking sweet on Mikey, man. Earl was looking sweet. So Mikey puts this shit up. And everybody noticed he checks himself in the hospital and says, Miguel Garcia, race, white. And Quest was like, I'm vindicated. I'm like, what the fuck you mean you vindicated? Nigga, they white. The Arabs white. The Asians white. No. All this does is, this is vindication. This is just more verification that I've been telling you all the time, that they are not one of us. They are honorary whites and they use the fact that they from somewhere else or the fact that they speak a language to give them minority benefits so we can hurry up and move away from the slavery, Jim Crow, stop and frisk, broker windows, COINTELPRO 1.0, 2.0, and people think that this is COINTEL 2.0. Actually, after doing reading, this is COINTEL 3.0. COINTELPRO 1.0 was started with Marcus Garvey. COINTELPRO Part 2 was with the Black Panthers. COINTELPRO was originated with Marcus Garvey. That was part of getting him deported. Look it up. J. Edgar Hoover started his COINTELPRO with Marcus Garvey, and it continued with guys like Malcolm X and you know. So really, this is not like people are like, oh, this 2.0. No. Shit, honestly, this is still COINTELPRO 1. They never stopped surveilling us. They never stopped. I'm probably in a file. I know this. I'm probably in a file. I'm in Washington, D.C. I am never, ever, ever, ever off my square. I know. I look at everybody suspicious. Nah, King Vonnie, your black ass. Yeah, that's not working. So it brings me to what we have now. Let's just the microcosm right across the bridge in Virginia, right there. They complaining about the governor losing. With the Jason Black is right. It's not a huge voting block of Hispanics, but the Hispanics did vote white. The Asians that vote white, and when I mean white, I mean right. See, the difference between the Republicans and the Democrats is this. Now, Republicans do the same thing. Don't think that they don't. Why you think it's a Ted Cruz and a Marco Rubio? They up their white Hispanics and promote them over the blacks too, which you will never see. See, it's confusing in the Democratic Party is because of Barack Obama. What they did, they confused y'all by putting a coon like Obama at the top. The Republicans will never. The only difference between Democrats and Republicans, Democrats will give you the appearance or try to give the appearance of equality. Republicans don't want none of that shit. Republicans want the hierarchy. They want the hierarchy to look the same way. That's why you will never see a black Republican president ever in your life. That'll never happen. The best chance they had to win with one was Colin Powell. And what was they talk about? He should be the vice president. He could have beat Bush. Vice president. They always gonna know, no matter how much bootlicking it. That's why Candace Owens and people like that are so disgusting to me. Because no matter how much bootlicking and ass kissing and swirling and tap shoeing you do, you never gonna receive the acceptance of your Hispanic white counterpart. People seem to think that just because they come from another place and speak another language, they one of us. No, again, yours is different. You did not volunteer, nigga. Even the black people who volunteered, y'all don't really have a kinship with them. Y'all volunteered to come over, but you didn't have to go through the scrutiny. Some of these motherfuckers just came over here, started working, and now had a baby, and they here now. Your black, let a black person come over here talk about he having an anchor baby. They deporting you, the baby, and that bitch, and the doctor and the nurse that had you. Try that shit. Why is that? Why is it? Haitians come over this motherfucker all the time. They just as close as Mexico. They can come over here in Guatemala. Exactly, Quest. I know most of them. All of them volunteer. Look, all them refugees. None of them saying, hey man, take me to Canada. Ain't none of them refugees saying, man, can I go to Germany? No, ain't no most of them. All of them volunteer to come here because they know they're going to at least be ahead of us. They know they guarantee at least some freedoms because of us. See, that's the weird shit. They know they come here, hey man, it's going to be cool. No, why? Them niggas, they done burned down buildings, got shot, bit by dogs, lynched. They would pick cotton, slavery, police killing them and shit. That niggas in the street arguing now, so won't nothing happen to me. All I got to say is, brother, brother, brother. That's right, Zashi. Your ass can't. You fucking anchor baby. You see a Haitian here, they're here the right way. You see an African here, they're here the right way. And their passport, their visa, they renew their visa 17 months before it's supposed to be renewed. Because they know if their shit is 1 week overdue. Who is it? Immigration, we're coming to take you back, nigga. Yeah, nigga, we heard. Yeah. I was just getting ready to renew it. Well. Should have done it on your way home from work. Ha 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 ha. You're gone. Getting you the fuck up out of here. Now, I'm not, unlike everybody else, I'm not up in arms about them talking about giving money to uh, the Hispanics and all of that shit. Because I know for real, they not going to do shit. Hey, look, they talking good shit, yeah. The Democrats want to do that shit. Man, Republicans not letting them give them. That's the good thing right now. See, that's the war. Right now, I be looking at shit, I'm like, yeah, that is disturbing. But this could cause a fight between them. Sometimes it's better to survey the way the wind is blowing before just going outside in the storm. Sometimes it's cloudy and it looked like a bad storm coming, but the rain never hits you. What's up, T? Seriously, I know here in the DMV sometimes I can look right across the street and it's dark as fuck, but the rain never come to my side. And seriously, I've driven over into the rain and then came back. I'm like, hold up. So all I'm saying, I feel all y'all. And yeah, but we shouldn't be too moved until they move. Because remember, this our money. And before white folks give it to some more white folks, the white folks here gonna stick it in their pocket. Better believe that. Better believe that. For they talk about giving all this money to all these. Now they talk about these people who yeah. So look, I want y'all to think about this. Before they start giving out settlements to these white Mexicans for arresting them and sending their kid or whatever the fuck they giving them money for losing their kids. And then I heard somebody say the other day, well, they don't give us money for losing our kids. Unfortunately, well, that's a lie. They do. They do. Let's be honest. People getting money for their. That's one of the problems we having with family members that coon, because a lot of them don't want legal justice. They just want settlements. They want to get paid off. The only difference is they not killing their kids. They murdering our kids and then giving us a government settlement. That's not reparations. You see what I'm saying? That's not reparations. See, they supposed to pay us for the, bless you, they supposed to pay us for the conditions of Tamir Rice, for the condition of Breonna Taylor, for the condition of Jordan Davis, for the condition of Trayvon Martin. Now, a lot of people listen like, well, they weren't living in the ghettos. All those people I named were not living in the ghettos, white folks. A lot of those folks actually lived in suburban and white neighborhoods or mixed neighborhoods. But the condition that we're in, it's dangerous for them to live good. Black people can't be middle class because if we are, that puts us in a position where we live next door to a terrorist. What kind of condition is that to set up where you move from poverty? You do the right thing. You save up your coin. You get you an education. You get you a good job. Your parents get a good job. They move out of the hood and they supposed to be in a better situation. And now when they go to school, the teachers is calling them nigga. The security guards is slamming them. They get caught with some weed, they get expelled. White kid get caught with some weed, he don't even get suspended. They start fighting. You get suspended, the white boy get detention. What type of system? The condition that you should be paid. We deserve to be compensated for being in that condition. What the fuck? What do you say? Everybody is afforded the opportunity except us. Everybody else is able to buy their way out of their hardship. Everybody else is able to financially achieve some status where their hardships are a thing of the past. Ted Cruz ain't got to worry about the same shit the average motherfucker Migo got to worry about right now. He bought his way out of it. They got their way. Well, how come a black person at no point in their life will they be able to achieve honorary whiteness? At no point in your life, Bill Cosby did whatever he did for as long as he did. He was never not a target. Why y'all think Oprah and Gail do what they do, old as these women is? Because they never not a target. I used to wonder what used to happen to all these old black people that used to be singers and all of that. They ain't got no money because white people took it from them. And the ones that got money, they all the way over in some other country because they never not a target. Right up, y'all. Yeah, we got people who won't walk through Bensonhurst still. They never not a target. With me and Torian at Uptown in Georgetown at night, you know the police gonna pull you over. Why? Cause they gonna tell you ain't got no business there if it ain't no club. You never not a target. Yeah, they came under fire from us though, T. They came under fire from us, and they realized, God damn, these are the people that made us, cause we make everybody. We are the standard bearer. We the ones that told them Oprah was cool when we watched that stupid ass Color Purple movie. We the ones that made Oprah cool. So white people followed Oprah after that. But back to this shit, this Mikey Garcia shit, because this is why this is so great about this. Mikey Garcia marks down that he is white. Now, we know he's a Mexican. We know he's a Mexican. Ain't they supposed to be one of us? But then you think of some of the prejudice shit Mikey Garcia said, like the Donkey Kong thing with when he was fighting Adrian Broner. Or when he agreed with Paulie Malignaggi a little bit. Exactly, Tori. But you know we got these. Oh no, they Mexican. They love black people. Who told you that? They got a whole. Do you understand? Nigger coming out of anybody. Look, even coming out of black person mouth the wrong way is the most damaging slur around the world, and everybody knows it. When Hispanics get here, they know the word nigga. They made up a whole nother word to call you in their language. Miate. There you go. There you go. Same way the Italians, Moulignan. Come on. I don't understand that Fat Joe shit either. That man pale as shit. He Puerto Rican, so So was the conquistadors that went there and raped everybody over. He might be one of their grandkids. We claiming him? Nah, we don't claim rapers. What, what is wrong? We don't claim rapists. You don't do that. Do I have to? Do I have to say some of the things we don't do? Especially when he not family by blood. He not family by blood. He was the invader. So that's as ridiculous as somebody breaking in your house right now, raping your sister get pregnant, and you keep claiming the nephew and say, oh, that's my sister baby father right there. That's my sister baby father. Huh? No, no. You see, you see the rapist mother walking. That's my motherfucking mother-in-law right there. What? They family too, nigga. Huh? Yeah, they family too. Actually, they aren't. They some kin to the people who broke in your house and violated your sister. They should be handled the same way he was. They should be treated with extreme prejudice. That's the only treatment I know to give to them. Give them extreme prejudice to the nth degree, to the millionth power. Give it to them. Give them a motherfucking what? Infinite motherfucker. Your punishment will be infinite. What does that mean? Endless, nigga. Endless. To infinity, nigga. We got a grudge. That's and shucking and jivers in our community. Actual real people. That ain't the truth. That ain't the truth. The problem is that we got a lot of people not good. I remember I put up a post, Facebook. Torian's still in here. Torian, I put up a post on Facebook that said, dear black people, Asians and Latinos are not our friend. And some old nigga sent me, well, I don't know if I can say that. They be mine and then we be fucking. And then put the laugh emoji. And I sent them a message. I'm going to do your big clown ass a favor and delete this. What? Oh, yeah, we be having sex with they women, so they like us. Huh? I can 100% approve. Oh, Quest, I know. I know. That's what I'm trying to tell people. Even the darker looking Mexicans, if they marry a black person, it's on. You like, hold up. Now, somewhere in their family, they got a grandparent that's as black as you. You don't meet that motherfucker. They show you all the white looking family members. Even the darker looking Mexicans. Because I understand, it's some darker looking, it's some Mexicans that's actually black. Them motherfuckers is segregated. They live in one spot in Mexico. All them niggas come out of one spot. I talked about it plenty of times before. I forgot the name of it now, but yeah, all of them come out of one spot in Mexico where it's all black Mexicans, where they were from the Africans that were bought there in Santa Cruz. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Where they brought all the Africans there, where Gaspar Yanga was, and Gaspar Yanga helped free them. And it's a big ass statue in Santa Cruz of Gaspar Yanga, this black African man, nigga, black as shit, that freed the Africans from freed the Mexicans from the Spaniards after they had been raped over because they brought too many Africans over. And these Africans, they wasn't having, they was like, these Spanish dudes is bitches, and they whooped their ass. But what happened was the whiter Spaniards start segregating themselves and left them niggas up in Santa Cruz. Thank you, nigger. We're going to be white now. It's 12:21. Did you check?
Mm-hmm. No, I'll check again. Yep, still back.
Okay. That's what I'm telling y'all. Yeah, niggas want to run around. Oh man, them Spanish niggas. Hey, look, if they're women looking at you, they might even like you. They know they can't say nothing to you around none of them. For real, it's one that be out there with us at the Power crew. And this girl look at me and smile every day, right? When nobody else is there. I ain't know the bitch could talk. She said hi for the first time like the other day. She see me every day and smile. Right, like, man, she thick, she built like shit. I said, yeah, but that little short Spanish guy right there, I don't know who that guy is. It must be her boyfriend or something. And I said, but that dude right there, he be looking at me, bro. Little Spanish dude. What the fuck you gonna do? I'll knock your ass out of here. Everybody be laughing like, little Spanish. Hey, amigo. Uh-huh. That's what I do every day. Yeah, hey, amigo. I'm like, uh-huh. Yeah. Now, that's the truth. Now, them Spanish dudes, they'll go around being all the black women face trying to laugh, all the Chinese women face trying to laugh, all the Spanish women trying. The minute you talk to one of them, that y'all know that moose, that shit that they be wearing their head, the typical, the Mexican cut. I call it the, I call, what's that motherfucker like? I call it the Mexican Richard Spencer. That Mexican Richard Spencer they wear. That Mexican Spencer. Look out for him and that moose they be putting in their head shit. I don't trust nobody that moose they shit up. Let your shit curl up. They done moose they shit now. Yeah, this on her ass. Look at Quest. Look at Quest and his beautiful wife. His beautiful wife chose him. Quest black ass ain't invited to nothing. And he could pass. All Quest gotta do is learn some Spanish. You would think he one of them. El Cuesto. Hey, Jamar. He read that motherfucker. El Cuesto. Pass me the empanadas. See, come on. Quest girl go watch motherfucking Blood in, blood out. Come on, little puppet. Hey. Stop. That nigga Quest gonna be at the table rolling tacos like True Raw laugh. True Raw. That nigga Quest gonna be at the dinner table rolling up tacos like I do joints. Yeah. Nigga, what is that? Is that a joint or a taco? Big ass burritos. Then he whispered to me, shh, be quiet, he said. I don't want her family to know I'm really black. What's your last name, El Cuesto? Santiago. El Cuesto Santiago. Quest. Fucked up. We don't do that shit. Black people, we don't do that shit. Our kids be mixed, we accept them. We accept our kids. We accept our kids. Y'all know, black people, we the proudest. Y'all seen that shit, this white lady. I see it on Young Turks. White lady in trouble for sex trafficking her biracial child. You don't get black people doing no shit like that. We don't do that shit. If we do, is there she go. They talking. If you do, it's some hood rat who caught up with some zaddy on some old, gutter shit. But we don't really do no shit like that. They do that shit. Hey, it's a little nigger kid. I don't care. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Yeah, true, bro. That's why I watch Young Turks. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all stop this shit. You have to watch all media. You gotta watch some of all media. The good thing about the Young Turks, you can pick what you want to watch. Because they'll have clips. Wait for the clips to come out and pick what clips got something to do with us. But you gotta watch all media. Why you think Jason Black be talking about what's going on Fox? He don't want to watch that shit. She wasn't in trouble. They made her prove that was her child. I thought she was in trouble for actually doing that shit. I looked at that shit. I said, what? Yeah, I would have made her prove that shit too. Okay. Can I ask you a question? Neil, I want you to listen to this. Can I ask you a question? Why do you think they did that? Neil. No, Neil. She's suing them. But this the thing. She gonna lose. Know why? Cause why do you think they did that? Hey Neil, why do you think they did that? Exactly, Neil. It wasn't so much that, think about, is it really, it's no witch hunt where people are going after white women for having black kids. If that's the case, Madonna and that other bitch that done turned the little boys into girls, they be locked up, right? No. The problem is, it is a lot of white women coming. Sex trafficking black kids. And that's why they say, hey, look, we need to know. I'm sorry. Fuck that. No, we can't let this happen again. I'm telling you. Yeah. It's no good end to Charlize Theron. This nigga said Gabrielle Union. No, nigga. Charlize Theron. And again, Brandon McCain. Stop throwing black people name out. That's a job like coonery. And second, when you talk about Gabrielle Union, with her, we know she was sexually violated to the point she couldn't have children. So that's why I don't go out of my way to talk about her. If for all y'all niggas wonder why I don't talk about Dwayne Wade and shit like that, that's why. Cause you dealing with a woman who, yeah, been raped to the yeah. So, yeah, we all know that she's been traumatized. She done talked about it to a certain extent. So come on, let's stick to what we was talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Brian. So with her, that's why I kind of be like, yeah, that shit is crazy, y'all. But you gotta understand what you dealing with. This country or these people saw that it be a lot of white women sex trafficking black kids, and they don't say nothing about it. Now, if it was a black woman with a white kid, they stopping that mother. That ain't our royal son, True Lord. I'm sorry. I don't claim Africans. That's not our royal son. I'm sorry. But she do have it on a black child. I can't. Everybody, all out. Look, I'm gonna tell you why I said that, y'all. Man, them kids, unfortunately, from a culture where it's cool for parents to give away their kids to white people. They not from a royal stock. Can you feel me, Auntie? If you royal like us, you could be a slave and still and understand there's no way I'm gonna give my kid to the slave master. We don't give our kids up over here. We don't. Cause we got you over here, Auntie, who look at us as royalty. They don't have a you over there. Their culture is not, you know. Where else in the world can you go? Can you go? Look, I'm good. Y'all great laugh. Don't drink no water. Anybody, y'all great hear some shit. Don't drink no water. Have y'all ever been out the country? You can't go nowhere in like Italy and find a bunch of white people from Italy with a bunch of black kids from Detroit. It just don't happen. Hey, damn. Nowhere in London is it a bunch of white people adopting a bunch of black kids from Compton. Yeah, she did. You not gonna go nowhere. It's this white lady. You over in France. And a white lady that came over to America got her a little Negro baby from Chicago. That don't happen. Nowhere. But all them places I named, it's a white woman with a little African kid. Right, Maurice. Ain't nobody coming to South right before they tore down Berry Farms. I'm sorry. That's not happening. Right before they tore down Cabrini Green, they grabbed a little kid from Harlem right before they gentrified. No, no little niggas from Oakland out. No, but all across the world, it's a white person with an African kid. I don't know if you part of my family. My auntie called us the true royal family. Royalty look like, nah, I ain't giving you away. Right, Maurice. Little niggas, little Crips from Jordan Downs. We saved him from the Crips. We adopted him. Isn't he beautiful? Little Jermaine, isn't he beautiful? Hey, you don't see Marlena Biggs adopting no kids from Brooklyn and shit. You don't see that. You won't see that. But you will see them giving away their kid. And they don't care what they do to the kid. Now, I'm sorry, that's not a royal stock. A prince comes from a king and a queen. True Royal taught me that. Kings and queens don't give away princes. I know it's harsh. Sometimes we gotta have that though. We gotta. That's why I got that all skin folk and kinfolk mentality. What's up, Queensland? That's why I got that all skin folk and kinfolk mentality. Because I look at shit 360 degrees. True Royal is coming from my sympathy side, which I have that side. I had an angle to me, but I also have the conscious, the reality, the here, the before, the now. All of that, all of that has to be a part of your existence right now. What happened to make that shit like that? Let's be honest. You not fighting for the warriors they stole. That's why they able to come and steal your kids now. If you were fought for the warriors they stole back when you seen the first 5 boats, if you were fought for the warriors they stole and brought us over here, our family that they brought over, our ancestors, our descendants, the people we, if you were fought for those warriors that they stole, and for the people who feel like they indigenous to here too, I may have some part of that in me too. If they have fought for the land, so part of that condition, yeah. But what I do know is when you got over here, there wasn't no black people willingly giving their kids to white people. And when you come from a culture where a man could snatch your baby and sell it and you never see it again, that's embedded into your DNA. You don't give family away. That's why we like that. That's why we hold on to a dirtbag relative. Cause we like, man, you don't give your family away. But again, that's when I do 360. I go, man, that motherfucker got that motherfucker slave master in him. He just only us in color. He not us in spirit. He not us in mind. He not us in mind and consciousness. He just us. He just a husk. That motherfucker just a black husk. Look at motherfucker. What's your man name? What's your boy name? Clarence Thomas. Look how he said it. A husk. Just a body. None of us is in him. We gotta understand what this is. What being who we are is. I know I'm not the most religious and spiritual help, but I do believe that connection it's a connection from some of us, and it's not a connection to some of the rest of us. I don't think we all come from the same stock. I never believed that. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I never believed that. You ever meet somebody and be like, who the fuck raised you? Exactly. He not one of you. Well, what the fuck, where they do that at? You already had that in you. And seriously, you know how much of that man that motherfucker you talking to got in you. Because if what you saying is making perfect sense to anybody except that motherfucker you talking to, he got too much of that man in him. And y'all know what I'm thinking. He got too much of Dwight in him. That's what we gonna say. Because we the man. But he got too much of that Dwight in him. You're like, oh, you got that. You a little bit Dwight, huh? What you mean? Don't worry about it. There's only one type of person that act like that throughout history, and you displaying that attitude right now. I understand they raped our way into our family, but you don't have to act like this right now. I let a nigga know quick, man, hey Slim, I know they raped our way into our family, but right now the way you acting, you do not have to do this. Seriously, for real. I just want you to think about this. Right. You get to acting like the white and shit. For real. They even get to talking like them sometimes. Oh, you can't. I do without money. Okay, nigga. Do what you told, nigga. You know? Like that nigga Mr. Winters. Now, how are we related to Mr. Winters? How could you be related to Mr. Winters, y'all? I want to give a shout out to Kwame Brown for speaking out on the Ahmaud Arbery case and how, you know, how he think that one black juror. Oh, he didn't say nothing about. Oh, that's right. My bad. Forget I said anything. Right? How are we related to Casino, y'all? How are you related to Casino? How? Right? You're not related. You know Casino from your childhood. If you a certain age, everybody knows Casino from their childhood. Y'all remember Sir Nose off the Parliament Funkadelic? We know that Casino hates water. I hate water. Come on, Casino. I thought you found the flashlight to the funk. I thought that man found the flashlight to the funk. And was la da da dee da da. Stop. I love Sister Parliament. Come on, y'all remember that certain who never learned to swim. Catch the rhythm of the stroke. Why must I hold my breath? Fearing that I might choke. Let's go. I'm about to listen to some motherfucker old go-go. And I'm gonna listen to some Parliament after I get off this junk. I'm gonna have this junk crank. Yeah. This he got what Kwame dude talk about every dude and I ain't never shown one female. He did. You remember that ugly white woman he was with? Nah, I'm not gonna let you do Coonsino like that. That ugly white woman that he was swirling with. That looked like she was definitely off the hawk. Brothers, why do you do that? Why? You can't be. Brothers, we talk to y'all. Especially you niggas out here swirling, man. I've seen a lot of you niggas out here swirling. You riding around, tent in the front of the window. You got the darkest tent. We still can see her. We see, we see her, nigga. Don't try to, let me tell y'all something. You niggas this swirling. Stop riding around with Mary Magnesia. Trying to lean back and shit. Hey, this how you know when nigga ride with a white girl. He in the darkest tented jump. He tried to jump out real quick and slam the door. Don't want no. I see this every day. I mean, you know you wrong, right? Then she get out, come walking out. Rashad! Rashad! I don't understand why you have an attitude. Did he see all them badass sisters walk around and shit? You feel bad, don't you? That'll make no sense. This motherfucker went from a Q-tip to a white beach ball. He don't know what he wants. I just don't know why you have such a fucking attitude. Y'all stop that, nigga. Stop. You niggas should have waited. You niggas should have waited. Let me say something to y'all niggas right now, especially you youngsters. Every man goes through a drought, okay? It's not always. I know you look at Uncle L and you like Uncle L just. I've had my share, okay, my fair share. All right, I'll say that. But it's always downtime. Take that time to read, learn, be with your kid if you got one, be with your family. Everybody has that. Go explore, do something else, buy something for you. I look, which is one of my favorite things, buying something for me. Buy something for you. I implore you, please stop. Stop swirling with these average ass Beckys. It's a badass sister that think you the shit. You just ain't walked past her yet. Cause you riding around with Becky and she ain't gonna give you the time of day when she gonna remember your face. You one day you and Becky gonna break up. She gonna be mad. She, you left your cocoa butter open or some shit like, nigga, what? And she gonna say the N word. You will leave her alone. You leave Becky. You be somewhere at a bar and shit, just kicking it. You see this pretty looking sis. She gonna keep looking at you. You gonna go, hey, how you doing? My name's Lashad. Hey, LaShawn, ain't you that nigga that was at the CVS that day with that white girl? Nah, I don't mess with nobody. I mess with that pink meat. And that's what's going to happen to you. I know. I know it's hard to communicate with the sisters, cause especially nowadays, because I got a daughter, 20, and I don't know what the fuck she be talking. Here you go, go. Shut up. Then it'd be hard to listen to a motherfucker get indignant that don't got no money. I understand, y'all. A lot of these brothers be getting indignant and they live with their mom. They about to get put out. Let me talk to the young ladies if y'all happen to be watching old Uncle LVZ. Let me tell y'all something. Being a thought is not a good career choice. Young thoughts become old homeless women. Young thoughts become old strippers. Yeah, yeah, young lady, stop it. Sweetheart, look, I'm glad you working. I'm never gonna shit on you. Baby, you work at the Subway, at the Walmart. You can't be looking down at the janitors. No, that man is in a union. Stupid ass. Let me teach you young ladies something. You are Dale, yeah, you are one. We OGs. I don't know. Let me tell you young ladies something. Stupid ass. The dirtier the man, the more he gets paid most of the time. I'm not talking about fry grease or salt. I'm saying the more mud and atmosphere he got on him, he probably makes more money. Just get some shit. I'm speaking from experience. I'm gonna tell you, yes, it's nice to dress up in a suit and tie or nice clothes and go out to work. I do that too. I make less money doing that. The dirtier and rougher my hands, the more money my black ass makes. My father was able to feed 6 kids and take care of us very nicely, working with his hand. I'm just saying. They say ballpark. Sisters, real talk. Young sisters is watching this. Sisters my age with young daughters listening. Young lady, listen to Uncle VZ. Look, yeah, the nigga that's slanging that shit right now, y'all gonna be good for 5 years till his first court case. Then y'all gonna be struggling and living off your target check. You don't want that. It's not what you want. Now you saw that young man who was trying to talk to you that was working at the Metro. And now you seen him, you thought that his job was insignificant. That man got benefits. he gets he gets a raise that equals $1 a year. I got 401k. Bitch, you better get on it. I'm just, I'm just giving you some bitch. You better get on it. Bitch, you better move quick. I'm just saying. Young ladies, I know The dude with the nice clothes in high school and all of that. He might even got a car. Shit. I understand. I do understand. But trust me, I've walked both lives. I understand the allure of the dude making the money. Make sure that nigga going to class, baby. Make sure he going to class. Cause if he not, when he gets out, he gonna be making some money. Then he going to jail. I'm just telling y'all some real shit. I'm from a nigga who was raised around kingpins, know kingpins, and know people who did kingpin sentences. Listen. I'm just listen. I want you to listen to all the niggas from DC that's out now. All I'm telling you exactly what I told you about my uncles, but with me. I was encouraged to go to school and be the smartest I could possibly be since a kid. That's all I was encouraged to do. I was not encouraged to go to the streets. I was not encouraged. The little shit that I've done or did, most of my family discouraged me. They might have got me out of it, but damn if I ain't hear about it. Damn if I ain't hear about it. And they let me know in no uncertain terms, jail is not the place you want to go. And I was like, well, okay. These stories have scared me straight. I'm good. I'm good. I understand. That's why, for real, a lot of people who know me, we just know him for having a job all his life. He went to the military. This nigga been working since he was like 14. We know this. This nigga's always had some money. Now, do he do dirt on the side? Yeah. Not everybody know what he do, but he do something. My whole every neighborhood I ever been in knew that. Like, oh, he do something on the side, but it's not, no. That nigga go to work. It ain't like you just roll up on him on the block like that. You gotta know what block to find this nigga. We know where he at. You come around this joint asking, you might get some trouble. Don't ask for what? Nah. Homie, some bitch ass nigga came through this joint looking. Oh, for real? Who was it? Who they say they was? I ain't say nothing. We was about to turn that motherfucker over. Oh. Nah, I don't suggest you do that stupid shit like that. That's why I say just email me and get at me. Shit, call me. Make shit easy for people. Get sure. Where's the LVZ? Pow, pow, pow. These little niggas is nuts. They be putting out guns for anything now. Hey, Dale, these young niggas be putting out guns for anything. That shit great. These young niggas pull out guns for just about anything now. Anything. Y'all gotta stop with this shit. Everything don't even need to be settled with a gun. Shit, if it's that bad, y'all bang it out. Shit. Can't whoop the niggas, you just lost. It's just what it is. You ain't gotta shoot the nigga. See the nigga again, catch the nigga off guard. Whack him. Hey, catch him off guard. Whack him and then wail on him. Get your issue on. Let him know, nigga, now we even. He ain't just whooping my ass. You might catch one next time, but hey, that's how, because you got to be prepared. What's up, Steve? Steve, put this on the loudspeaker. I know where you at. Steve, you back home now, or you? Cause Steve, you home now? I need you put me on the speakers. I need to talk to the young brothers. For real, I need to talk to all the youngers in the hood, in every hood. Youngsters, man, it's not that serious, man. Y'all, I know a nigga done killed somebody that's close to you, probably killed a family member. You want to get this, but the ramifications of that shit goes on and on. You did. That shit goes on and on. And at one point, either none of y'all gonna be left, and if none of y'all left standing, what AD do? AD ain't do nothing. They won. What AD do now? This nigga, oh, hold up. We talk about it. What AD do now? What did AD do, Steve? Did a call for 23 years. Right. I'm thinking a little younger, right? I had caught a case, and when I got off my case, I stopped. That's when I stopped drinking and all that shit, right? And I wasn't smoking, but it was this little youngin' around here named Josh. Little Josh was like 14. Josh was running wild around this joint, breaking in the houses, all types of little stupid shit. So I came out, I slammed, and he would come up, he would come to me sometimes. OG, can I get some smoke? I'm like, youngin', you 14. I told you I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Yeah, I saw the Jokic Morris thing. I don't know how to feel about it because he shouldn't have hit him in the back, but I understand that when you do so, because Morris came with the elbow and all of that. I think Jokic just was tired of it. But anyway, I saw Jimmy was ready to beat Jokic up. Anyway. Little Josh, I found out he was breaking into people's houses, right? I found out he was gonna break into people's houses, right? He broke into the wrong house. That's all I'm gonna give y'all. He broke into the wrong house, right? And it just so happened the house he broke into, right? The house he broke into, he stole some short shit, right? Some short shit. But the house he broke into was the wrong house. And he had a bunch of other little youngers around here that would run with him. They was cool. I still see some of them. And where the happened, I knew the dude. So I was like, well, look, I'm going to see what I can find out, right? But if it's what I think it is, man, if I could get your shit back, right, and we just squash this. And he was like, yeah, man, if you can get my shit back, just get my shit back. I won't, but I swear, you know what type of terms I be on. I'm like, yeah, I do. So we don't need none of that. I'm on probation. He was laughing. I said, nah, sir, I'm on probation. We probably ain't even supposed to be talking. He laughed. So I find out the youngin did it, and I get the shit back. I told his mom. Find out his mom was a crackhead, and this, that, and the third. And that's why Shorty was running wild. So I made a deal with Shorty. I said, well, look, Shorty, this is what we gonna do. I'm gonna make sure you get a little money in your pocket. You gotta do me some favors. And I look out right. He was like, oh, what you want me to do, OG? I was like, look, you do this, I give you this money and you good. Just make sure, nobody come to my house. You come here, I take care of you, you take care of them. What you do with your money or what you do else, that's your business. But this is for the rest of the year. Because there's a lot of knuckleheads that I wouldn't fuck with that was old enough, but he knew him. Long story short, me and Shorty had a good connection and a good vibe. One day I was gone, I come back, they police all in front of this nigga house. And they called me, is LeVar there? Like, yeah, I'm here. The police gonna lock up Josh. He done went around another neighborhood and stole. No, nah. Matter of fact, the nigga tried to rob the 7-Eleven, and they had a picture of his dumb ass. And they came and got Shorty, locked Shorty up. He was like 15, 16. Shorty ain't get out till he was like 18, 19. He came out, grown man. Like, what's up, well, he's still a little young. Like, what's up, because he was a couple of years older than my son. So I know he was like 19 when I saw him. And it came over him and the other little youngin', Calvin. Calvin, both of them had got locked up. And Calvin said, man, I ain't know you knew him. I was like, yeah, I met him when I moved over here because I knew Calvin from the other neighborhood that I lived in, and I used to tell him calm down. And he got locked up as soon as I moved. And he said, man, when I was in jail, I was just thinking about you, how you take care of your sons and your nephews, and you would tell us, man, don't look at everything. I go to work every day. That's what I do. He was like, man, that's what I'm trying to be on, because Calvin was a little older. He was like 22, 23. So these two young brothers just sitting in my joint, because I was like 34, 35 at the time. So we get to talking, and they was like, thank you, basically, for looking out for us. Trying to look out for us, we should listen. Calvin get a job. Calvin was doing all right. And like, I say about a year later, Josh homie came through and was like, big bro, I just wanted to let you know they killed Lil Mouse. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, Southeast, he was still running missions. They killed. Fuck me up. Fuck me up. Because that little boy was harmless for real. That little boy was harmless, and I knew it. I knew that shit hurt. That shit fucked me up. Fucked me up. Didn't fuck me. I was like, what? Right, we babe. That shit fucked me up. And I was like, man, what the fuck? And I tried to think about me. But then that's when I thought my fathers, my uncles, my big cousins. I had a lot of male influences to show me another outlet or put me in different circumstances where I didn't have to be near none of that shit. And I was lucky, you know what I'm saying? And then I think about my little brothers and them. Because of that, they had me. Because of that, they had me. You know what I'm saying? So, they saw different things. We all saw different things. And then we had our dad. And they had the same big cousins and others. So we had other outlets. So like y'all be like, how you know so much about basketball? Well, as a kid, that's all the fuck I really wanted to do was play sports. We in the house when it rained, we got on the boxing gloves. We outside with baseball bats. We outside with baseball bats and gloves. We'll go to the park and hit. Um, we'd go out playing football in the back alley, go to the basketball court with the basketball, ride bikes. We did other shit. It was other outlets. You know what I'm saying? Other outlets for them. And I be saying that shit. I was like, well, I always knew that shit as a kid, but everybody can't be, the whole hood can't be basketball players. You understand? The whole hood can't be football players. The whole hood can't be boxers. The whole hood can't be just a bunch of entertainers. It has to be other. My shit, for me, honestly, I go to the library and grab the encyclopedias and read. Kids gotta have other outlets. So, like, yeah, I see the niggas selling and rocking it up and all that shit back in the day. Yeah, I'm walking through the neighborhood, Wayne Purry living. Yeah, that was Wayne Purry. Yeah, that's Rayful Edmond. Some of them even know who I am because of my uncles. So what? Yeah, man, we seen your uncle. Yeah, he about to come to the house. We going to the movies later on. That's what I know. He great take us to, yeah, we supposed to go. We great go to his house, spend the night over his house and watch movies, me and my cousins. That's what I knew. We got niggas introducing their kids to shit they ain't supposed to be introduced. Like I said, when I found out what my uncle was, I caught him doing it. And even then, I looked at it like, damn, that's his business. That's his business. Then that's when my father just told me the truth about my grandfathers, my uncles and shit. That's when he just told me the truth. And that's when I realized, okay, that's their business. But it was put in that perspective. And it was also put in the perspective that, yeah, this is their business. The consequences of bankruptcy means you go to jail when you go out of business. So, yeah, so. But you gotta have that outlet. You gotta have that guidance. If you got fucked up guidance, you starting off fucked up anyway. If you don't have nobody telling you nothing else. Well, what if you ain't got, man, I know niggas like that ain't had nobody telling them nothing else. Nobody. Only other nigga told them something else was me. They had to be around me and my father, nigga. And when they got around me on my father, their energy changed. Their whole energy changed. I remember when I was going to Friendship Educational Center, Patricia Roberts Harris, at the time the only one of the only two magnet schools in Washington D.C. And because my father wanted to keep me in magnet classes and college courses early, I had to go to that school. So it was okay because of my grades and because I always been my test scores always been high. I was able to go to that school. So they put me in that school. They was like, oh yeah, it was shit. We would have accepted him anyway. He been with it, okay? Anyway, my first day of school, because my father was so picky about what school for me to go to, was a month into the school year. This would happen with me a lot. But because I was good at school, I always would make up the difference. The first month of school, they never really teaching anything that you don't already know. So anyway, I go to school a month into the year. So I'm the new kid, and they like, what school you come from? I'm like, I'm coming from home. I ain't been to school since last I was like, and then they took me out of school early because he had moved from Oxford Hill. So I didn't even finish my seventh grade year. But my grades were so good, I still had like a 2.7 grade point average. So my father was like, he good, don't worry about it. He'll catch up. That's what he told the people. He'll catch up, he good, don't worry about it. They was like, cool. So my first day take me to John, I'm miserable. I don't want to go. Because I actually like shoe guard. but my grades were dropping because I started getting in trouble. Cause it's the first time I went to school with white kids. So I was fighting. I was doing a lot of shit that I wasn't doing in DC schools. I mean, I fought here and there in DC schools, but that was because we like family. You and your cousins fight, but then the next day we best friends. No, I was fighting. Anyway, so then I started dissing school. I was anyway. So now I'm back at DC schools. And all that shit stops again. Cause I'm back at an all black school. So I go there. And my first day, my father like, oh shit. I'm like, what? He like, you catching the bus from Burry Farms over here to 3rd Street, Livingston Road, and it ain't that many kids, then you don't hang out with none of these kids around Burry Farms, so I don't think nobody gonna know you here. I was like, so? Nah, cause then you gonna be fighting and I just want you here for school. So he see a kid walking the hall. What was my man name? I want to say his name was Andre, little light skinned dude. Me and him became like this. So my dad grabbed him and said, Shorty, come here. You see him right there? He said, yes, sir. He said, look, go $40. Make sure he all right. He looked at my father. He was like, make sure he know everything. And my father, no bullshit, like one more time gave him another $40 just for like, yeah. He said he cool, shorty, here you go. And that whole day, I mean, for the rest of my 2 years at that school, I ain't have no problems in or off the campus. I had one incident and they was like, nah, I know his father. I swear. And everybody turned around and walked away. It was like, nah, he cool. Then after that, I was good. Kind of find out right, he tell me, like, yeah, he's a good kid. Man, this nigga got suspended 2 weeks in the job. My first week there, man. This nigga was like, I'll be back. He left lunchtime. I'm going across the street. I said, man, I'm gonna go with you. He was like, nah, man, I told you. I said, man, I'm going with you. So I go across the street with him. This nigga serving crackheads. I went back across the street. I said, you was right. I went back across the street. He was like, oh, man. He said, I guess you don't. Your father just giving niggas money. He's like, that's cool, though, man. Your father cool. I said, yeah, he cool. He hard on me. He just want me to do good in school, so I got to get good grades. He was like, yeah. I said, but these classes easy, so I should get good grades. He started laughing. Like 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, this nigga gets kicked out for bringing a gun to school. They let him back, though. See, you wasn't an average student. You was a good student, Dale. I was an average student that got good grades. I was late every day for the bus. I was late for school every day after 8th grade. After 8th grade, no, after 10th grade, because my stepmother was there and I had to wake up. When I moved with my aunt, I was late every day for high school. And the high schools literally was like across the street. I never caught the bus. I caught the bus like 2 times in 3 years of high school because I was late most of the time. My physics class was my first class. First it was chemistry. Dr. Bill. No, he wasn't my first class. My first class in 11th grade was physics. Mr. Brand barely knew me because I was late so much. Then when I would come there, he'd kick me out because I'd be a class disturbance. And then it got so bad, he would have a pass for me because he knew I wouldn't walk the halls and cause no trouble. So he would give me a pass so I could just walk the halls. That motherfucker passed me with a C. I told him, I said, man, I hate science. After chemistry, I don't care. You talk about the law of physics, inertia, or I don't care. I don't care. I told him, I said, I don't care. I said, literally, I don't want to do nothing like this. LeVar, but you're such a good student. He looked like Gilligan, Mr. Brand. LeVar, but you're such a smart student. I said, yeah, I'm good at math, reading, things that I could touch. You talking about motion, I don't know. I said, I don't know. This all sounds stupid. I said, it's just some shit I'm good. I just don't know. Right, Dosky, bro. That's what I told him. I could read really good, and I'm very good at math. Y'all got this shit confused. Y'all think I want to do everything. No, I don't. I don't. Pique my interest. History. History class. History class, practical law. My math classes were like my in gym. Always, my whole life. My history, math, and gym, of course. Because who fails play. Always my favorite classes. All my life. All my life. Oh shit. U.S. history. Why you? I remember somebody asked me, "Why you want to go when all you do is argue with the teacher and don't never do no work?" I said, "Cause he not teaching real history. He lying." I said, "Man, I learned some of this shit in elementary. They don't teach us nothing about black people." I said, "So where was we?" Man, for real, I be fucking them up. Like, but see, what you gotta understand, you sitting in a classroom full of black kids. In a historical context, we were here this whole time. Man, I be fucking him up. Mr. Z put the motherfucking book down and go, no, LeVar. He was one of them white Jewish liberals. So, he would put the book down. LeVar, no. And it'd be, because, come on, this is the 90s. It'd be some kids in there bucking their eyes. It was literally with big eyes. And she be, oh my God, I just want to learn a lesson. I said, but you're not learning. He just telling you, he indoctrinating. he programming you. I ain't know indoctrinate at that time. I was like, he's programming you. This programming. I said, this ain't. He brainwashing you. This not the truth. And then he go, well, I didn't write the textbooks. You're right. There is a small, and we'll get to going. Then other niggas will throw their little 2 cents in. Then you'll find out. Then he'll look, and I'll be like, okay, I see who on it. And when I leave the class, every day I will get a few more and a few more and a few more to the point where niggas like, LeVar, you come to class, we gonna get this nigga today. Cause they would go home and talk to their moms, and they would tell me, man, my mom was like, or talk to their dad, like, your dad, my dad was like, yeah, you on it. I was like, shit, I learned it from my dad. Fuck that. We got men my age, we got to stop underestimating the power that you have in younger black men's lives. It's men 28, 29, 30 years old. If you my age, 44, they look up to you. Especially if you carry yourself a certain way. They look up to you. They aspire to do great things. They want you to show them how to be great. And you can't be scared to watch them be great. Even if they're greater than you, that's what you want. What's up, Kimber? Niggas, niggas get that gay shit about you, that jealous shit about you. You can't have. You got to want to see these youngins do good, cause if they do good, you gonna be good. That's that shit that we see on the BMF joint. You step on the nigga, nah, I want him under me. Nah, nigga, go do you. Be big, nigga. Why? Because your story can't be told without you talking about me if we leave on good terms. If you go do great things, you, as long as I treated you fairly, I know you just through osmosis gonna say, man, look, that's all good. But if it wasn't for this man saying this to me at that time, I wouldn't be able to. And that's why I got a good standing with a lot of people. Cool, cool. I got good standing with a lot of people. That's why I still make good standing with a lot of people. That's why I can go places and get love. That's why I could criticize the way I do and still not be hated. Cause you know what I ain't coming from. A nigga wanna see you do good. How the fuck I'm criticizing you from a place of hate? And all I want is you to do good. That don't even make sense.
On how Simmons is communicating with his mental health progress to the team.
How the fuck Ben Simmons gonna get traded to the Celtics? For who? Dennis Schroeder? They should have traded Kemba Walker if they was gonna do that. There you go, Dave. That's good. In the 11th grade, I caught chicken pox and was sick for a month and a half. Yeah, I was sick. I missed like 4 or 5 weeks of school, and still was on the honor. That shit was crazy. Niggas was like, man, that's what your Uncle Love said. Bruh just smart. He said, nah. He said, nah. They was like, whatever. It was like, no. Uh-uh. He on a whole nother level from us. He's smarter than us. What? I said, yeah, honestly, that's always been my gift, school. That's been my gift. What's easy for me and is hard for others in that situation. Just like playing basketball, a lot of us got to try, but there's some people that's just athletically gifted enough where it comes easier. Playing football, a lot of us got to try. A lot of other people more athletically gifted. Well, when it came to academics, a lot of people had to try. That shit just was kind of easy. Okay. And then it just stuck. My father said that shit. He said, just damn this shit. I said that nigga at the table, smacked him upside his head a couple of times. After that, he got it right. My father said that shit. He said it was rough. I was like, rough for you, nigga. I remember that shit. But it was right, though. It worked because he wasn't sitting there playing with me and said, nah, because I was just sitting there being, no, you got to pay attention. When you want to learn something, you got to put your focus into it. You got to teach yourself. You got to do something to teach yourself to, hey, snap back into it. Slap yourself upside the, hey, stop daydreaming. I'm daydreaming. Nuh-uh. I missed everything I read. Sometimes you ever read something and just said words, but didn't retain anything? You know what I'm saying? You ever just, I've done that before. And I caught it. I said, hold up. I just read a whole sentence and don't know what the fuck I read. I done read a paragraph. What the fuck? And I go back and read it meticulously, out aloud to myself. That's me flashing back to when I was a kid. Because I would ask myself questions like, what did I read? My father would do that. Like, all right, what you just read? And I look at him like I'm stupid. He smacked me right upside my head. The fuck you just read for if you ain't? Read that shit again. Read that shit again. And pay attention. He don't want to hear all that crying, all that bullshit. And you shut that shit up. You read that shit. Pay attention to what you read. And then I start thinking, hold up, I am saying words. What did you just read? It said this. And it wasn't like don't repeat what you know. But even if you repeat it, it proved you was reading it. But you, all right, what it say though? What does that mean? Break it down. Okay. My father, I gotta give it to him. It was hard learning, but it was the right thing. Cause it taught me early comprehension. If you do not get your kids to comprehend, they're not learning. They're not. You're just teaching them how to be parrots. 2 plus 2 is 4. They don't know what the fuck. Then they got $2 and don't understand another $2 is 4. Make sure they comprehend. Don't let them just repeat. That's why I be staying on his ass. I be buying books again, because if he can't say what I taught him, he can't remember what I taught him and comprehend what I taught him, meaning that ain't nothing you forget. That's supposed to just be second nature now. Then you gotta start over again. And you ain't got no time to play. You ain't got no time for no games, no time for no TV. You ain't got time for none of that shit. You got time to learn. Because you got things you need to learn. All that shit is wants. And don't let them watch a lot of that bullshit either, because it erases their memory. For real, don't let your kids watch a lot of stupid bullshit. It erases their memory. They get caught up watching too much cartoon, shit like that. They remember everything that's on there. They can comprehend and break down everything that's on there. But then if you ask them something about themselves, they won't know how to do it. Watch it. If you don't believe me, if you got kids, watch it. I done watch sometimes. I done ask Jabari what he do. He gone for 2 days. He can't say more than 14 words what he did over my father's house. He'll sit, watch 1 hour of wrestling, come in and tell me everything that happened, what one person said, the other person said, that person said. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, this motherfucker couldn't tell me what he did. TV, that shit erases their memory. Don't let them watch a lot of that shit. They ain't smart enough to know it. You the parent. You supposed to know that. You supposed to be the one to take the reins. They not smart enough to know it. But when you see shit like that, shit supposed to change. Like, okay, nigga. We're gonna cut down on this. Like, why? Don't worry about it. Obviously, you think this shit more important than you. I asked you what you did. You can't tell me. That's very important to be able to tell me what you did. It's not important to tell me what somebody did on the TV. I don't care anything about those people. I buy food for you. I buy food for you. I do not buy food for them. Yeah, I might buy their toys so you can play with them, but that's really for you. That's not for them. Fuck them for real. They ain't shit. It's about you. I know 225, girl. We've all been guilty of this. That's why I'm talking to you now. We listen to a lot of shit on YouTube, right? We listen to a lot of opinions on religion. We listen to opinions on relationships, economics, social issues, racism, white supremacy. And I'm not knocking any of it. All of it is good. We don't do a lot of opinion sharing on being parents. We'll knock who shouldn't be a parent. We'll say when you shouldn't have kids, this, that, and the third. Well, what about the people who got kids? Because some of us, they here now. So what we gonna do? So I think maybe me being a parent, I should devote some time to talking about what it is. You know what I'm saying? Or what? Where we shortcome at, where we could be stronger, where we could pay more attention, where we could do better as parents, because we could always do better. And it ain't always money either. And I'm always open for suggestions because I don't know all the answers. I share how I look at things, and I ask people to share, and I incorporate what I think is good and what I might not. Yeah, but yeah, we should do that more. You know, but that's one thing we definitely have to pay attention to, because a lot of times, um, our children don't know how to articulate themselves, and that's not a good thing. Kids need to be able to know how to explain what's going on with them. Something could be happening to them the whole time and they don't even know how to talk. You would hate for somebody to be molesting or doing something to your kid or taking something to your kid and they ain't smart enough to understand what's going on or talk to you. Like I had to tell his ass, stop, nah, don't let your kids go. Your kids don't need to search for no goddamn friends. Teach them to value money, because they will do dumb shit like give money away. So teach your kids to definitely value money. I must admit, I thought taught my son the value of money, but I obviously didn't. Teach your kids the value of money. Teach them that money in a way gives them some certain independence and freedom. So they should value it. They should hold on to it and they should spend it wisely. Definitely teach them that. But I'm about to sign off, y'all. I'm about to have the rest of my day. It's nice. This one of the 60 days. I'm gonna go out. I gotta take the rest of this hair out and go to this damn salon. So dad shit. Y'all have a good day, man. Much love to y'all, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all on the other side. Fuck Mikey Garcia. He's a white guy. Peace. Love y'all. I'm out.